0-1. 0-2. 3-pitch strikeout. And the 1-0 from Tyone.
Tyone historically was not as successful against right-handed hitters.
Michael Conforto.
A lot of four-seam in that new changeup.
2-1. His one outing with Canada.
And if you're looking for the positive, ain't necessarily mean all of a sudden he's going to regress. And
Call routes third. League King.
Cactus League King.
1-0 to him. First Cactus League.
But behind account cutters middle.
Line last year.
It was a very flat approach to the zone. He's got a changeup in the mix too. He throws a lot to lefty.
Swidski.
Brace that slider really tough.
And a .98.
That ball's middle.
And played yesterday, so back-to-back days.
That you're not overexposing it early.
1-1 to Ian. Oh, it's a ground rule double for Ian Happ. There's a swing.
Like that'd be a heck of a season. You know what I mean?
1-2. Waving it. I cannot wait. And a leadoff single here in the second. Hibbs heads to third. Teen and Cactus League play. Nico 2-second for one. Dansby. Ball he can use the kick change.
Not a lot of guys like command.
Utilize that into his arsenal. I could have used that for the now with the blue towel.
No blue towel.
Carson Kelly
holds the line with the four seam so long. I plus all the time. Tipped basket. He doesn't even know it's tipped.
But being
of a lot of these kind of more platoons.
Swidski.
The ball. So really the hip contact there from Shaw, which you continue to hand speed him up, which I feel like is why.
Good person to talk to.
Absolutely. I mean, he's come in, so you have a lot of off. It will be. Super fun prospect in this org. One that I think
shallow center head for
pretty decent margin actually.
Mookie Betts.
Damage there is far higher than if you're using a big.
Ian Happ. 1 out. 1-0 from J-Mo. 15 for 30 this spring.
Back to earlier in his career. He was using that, allows him to get ball on ground a little bit easier than him back. You can kind of tell he's like, I know that the pitch it worked, but it was risky.
2-1. What curve? Throw to third, and it's a 2. Tags up. Throw is cut off.
Been more important than raw arm strength for Alpha and guys down from center field.
Yeah.
Good series off.
Oh. Steven violation. Payoff.
What they were talking about, but you would imagine to try all of these positions, and Ryan Flip
fighting for a 26-man. For Nico Horner.
As we've seen in the last couple of years.
300. Son makes the catch.
Odd. Like there were scouts I talked to.
I bats up over to first. Again, short. Center, Ciani. Oh, and into right field.
On field, like both sides of the ball defensively.
Runners off, throw down to second.
Good. Scorching hot.
At third, and now first.
The energy they play with is just amazing. Seem like they're starting to be sky high this year. Like
Venezuela. Thunder.
No, it's okay. We're thinking on the same thing. You can see it just when he throws, like really over the top. So you have about 8 or so inches.
Carson Kelly and Hyesung Kim's payoff. Stays in front of it, throws to first, and gets from on that. Throw to first. Fordo. Down to first. And now swing it a bit.
Pitchers, but I just think tunes up hitters more and more per hour from 24 to 25.
Delivers. Striking out. Takes it for a strike, throw it down to.
And in muscle, and he's
to Elise Menaker right before
either, but you do make a great point because
Right field, and it's appearances.
Release the ball further over towards away from the center of the rubber. The big breaking ball. Like, that's a great look.
Goes had a nice play. Dansby's had a nice 1-0 by Milner. And now 2
right there in terms of how he uses these guys, because like complementary lefties here.
And Hobie Milner load. Throw to first, 1 away. Take it upstairs. 15 homers. The same.
Know how much I want homers from him. Like, the about a guy that I think could push to 6-7 WAR. I really see Horner having a
for 11.
It's more like just has more natural bat speed. So pitchers in contract years.
Today.
You just don't see a lot of changeups.
Throw to first. Just Lance. We will have guests. We will have.
Absolutely. You know, we've had this podcast, and we're not just purely recapping things.
Able to talk to a lot of people who have been in.
The key thing we're trying to drive home. We have coming out on the 23rd is going to be like in my head. Apply some of the things that I've heard. Those X Factor players, pitcher of the year, and
you get to hear more from us.
6 years, I think. I think that's
possible. Swanson converge. Ian makes the Cashball Classic. Maybe you've heard of it for that one too.
yeah.
He is, and he's got compensated like one. Conforto takes it.
Director at TMJ4, where I use something that they will remember for the rest of their.
Ooh, definitely did.
Remember him. Yep.
7th inning, we walk to,
and I think I will
just being able to talk with them of the best.
If you have the means to.
Pedro Ramirez.
Like lists for the Cubs.
Right at the shortstop, throw to first.
Just excited to be a part of it. It's an interesting feeling. It's something that I haven't had. I've played against a lot of them, and I, show that I can help this team win. I am at my core. I'm at my best.
And did you find
that I had with Dave said, hey, let's take him, and then he actually shared with
the time today?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Another expected big
well. A little bit trait, innate feel for that pitch, and
Alec Mills.
Oh yeah, I do. Missed it.
Right. Probably difficult because you go to team
as much as possible, especially if I don't think anybody coming into that year thought he would throw in the rotation, and it was just
the 2 pitchers who really surprised me.
Is the team that he's starting for this year is gone? Then an All-Star last year. Now this.
No.
Excuse.
That's taste.
It's a game just like the rest. I understand how much it means to Chicago fans.
And what a glimpse of just motors around third and scores.
Look at that.
He was selected in the 2000 ace level stuff for his teammates are rooting for, and if just
you can dream on a guy like Justin. Everyone's healthy and the rotation's healthy. You don't need to run. Despite being very good last.
Bobble, throw to first.
Hey, no one wins or loses.
He comes out here, asks plenty of questions. The score's not going to get above 2 or 3 runs out there base running every day on the schedule, but
it really pays off now.
I just think base running is the togetherness, the self-hold ourselves to that. We know we did a lot of things.
Your hat. You have some.
Starters still remaining. The double.
These guys aren't going to be exactly that in the regular season. Down below 95 miles per hour ball as you jump, say, from 90 to 90. I like it.
And I have a lot of AA San Antonio on 2. And I think it was Dominican Republic like this at age 23.
Which you want to see him swinging on. He had a bunch of war offensive standpoint from what he'll try to hone in on that for the 2026. He would swing out of the zone. Pitchers weren't going to give.
To Tudairs. Onto the berm, but it bounces.
Numbers are in the shoes, or they drop them off.
To make sure to go.
They're going into the clubhouse after they've 50 spikes a day. One of the grounds crews, one that we don't complain because it's sunshine. And
Jonathan Long. Payoff pitch.
You get him to be Reese Hoskins in his career.
I like it. Martin, new pitcher for the Cubs.
Where they get to the side of the ball, really seems like a pretty easy guy to add.
CL in AAA for the Mariners, a big part of the Cubs bullpen.
Yeah, platoon neutral. So that downer shape, that has to go to other things.
Oh.
It's really strikes. Like you can see walk rate, which is not exactly what you want. Walk rate. You know, like what the moments where they have great command, but on average,
I'd see it last year.
that's exactly it. Yeah, I'm fastball out from a slug standpoint. It's got to be below the territory of like maybe
Hit him consistently.
I'll never forget a bunch of amazing stuff for us. Home, you know, at Sloan Park, and he throws teams using him in a very particular way.
Another run for the Dodgers.
Didn't run as high of success rates there, so.
Back-to-back RBI singles for the Dodgers. The game is at home.
Weekend of the season, and then don't see him again until
To third, it's a 2-run trip.
We've done that, you know, and
unless you just wear sleeves.
And that's good enough for the third. To my couch for about a week.
Yeah.
If I were to
Challenge me, like, obvious to run a marathon.
Yeah, cardio.
Like, you have all this certain, like, there's like earlier when you saw him at the finish line, it was unbelievable.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was great. It was really.
Scene, which is this new kind of cross.
So, you know.
Oh, well, Elise does a marathon.
Yes.
You can tell it. And we, the marathon.
Now. Hey, you're even allowed to.
We're not done. That's a home run. Devin Ortiz will remember.
Catching prospects always take a bit of time to wonder, like, do they move him off the position to get him up to.
Doubled his last week.
It's a fun. I mean, Skeens is the best pitcher in the world next to
An hour before first pitch. Pitches.
you know, which is a little early for him.
John starting pitcher for the DR. 3-2 pitch.
But 70.
0-1. Hitting his home run, so perfect. And the 0-2. Another 0-2 from Caba. And we're still alive. 344 games.
I think you could just copy paste what he did into scene, which is this new kind of CrossFit adjacent thing. So, I mean, now.
So he paints a 98-mile-per-hour fastball.
Catching prospects always take a bit of time to develop offensively. I mean, Skeens is the best pitcher in the world next to Tarek Skubal. Probably, I'd say.
An hour before first pitch. Yeah, the question is, with Sitches, gets a little more dicey.
You know, which is a little earlier than the average for him.
Johnny Long fouls that away. And it will start a pitcher for the DR.